What's up, agents? In my last video, so many of you wrote me a comment asking me about my real estate team. The video that I did talking about how you wouldn't become rich as a real estate agent, and if you haven't watched that video, you can definitely watch it. I'll link it up in the cards. But I was so surprised at how many people wanted to know about my personal real estate team. So that's what I'm gonna share with you in this video. I'm going to give you an inside look into my real estate team. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chastin J. Miles, and I am a real estate agent here in Dallas, Texas, and I have been in real estate for a while. Well, I decided to expand my real estate business and build out a real estate team. So that's been my mission. The reason why is because there's only so much that I can do on my own, and I needed to expand. I needed to build the business in a way to where we can service more clients, we can take on more listings, we can help more buyers, and just build like a group of people who enjoy being around each other and enjoy making money together. And so that's kind of been my mission with my real estate team. So in this video, I'm going to introduce you to my real estate team. I am going to show you our structure, and then I'm also gonna even share some of our schedule with you so you can kind of know what goes on in this real estate business. The name of my real estate team is Founders Real Estate Group. We are at eXp Realty, and so I didn't want to like pick up a sign and hold it, so I figured I'd pick up one of these covers. But yeah, this is our logo, Founders Real Estate Group here at eXp Realty, and I'm going to introduce you to my real estate team right quick, so come along with me. All right. All right, guys. Hey, 2 seconds. I just want to introduce y'all to everybody right quick. So this is George, Ashley, Brittany, hey, Thomas, and Thomas. Yeah, Thomas. Both of y'all. Thomas, yeah. Martinez. Yeah, Martinez. Yeah. The only one that's not here right now is Jay. He's out doing some showings, but yeah, this is everybody on the team right now. We're just having a meeting here like we do every week. So that's everybody. But what you didn't see was our virtual employees. So when I get into the structure of my real estate team, I'm gonna show you the people on that side too. But let's talk a little bit about schedule. So you saw that we were having our weekly meeting. So every week we have a meeting for 2 hours long, and we do two things in that meeting. We discuss our pipeline, so we discuss every single deal we're working on, every lead, every client, what we can do to move somebody forward, what's holding something up. We break it down. I mean, sometimes this can last for a very long time because we have a lot going on in the pipeline, and sometimes it's not so long. Today's meeting was pretty long. So we're gonna discuss our pipeline, and then we go into a training segment. So we do what's called skill sharpening, where we train for an hour or a little bit over an hour, and I've even uploaded some of those skill sharpening videos here on my channel, so you can go ahead and watch those. I'll put a link up in the cards for that. But that's basically what we do. We role play, we go over new scripts, we will do live calls, just like all of that type of stuff happen in our skill sharpening training. And again, this is every single week, so it's a mandatory training that everybody must attend unless something pressing is going on every single week. Once a month, we have a sales meeting, and in this sales meeting, this is where we dive deep into numbers, where I share the results of the month's efforts, how many listings taken, buyers closed, how we're trending, if we're on track for our goals, if we're not on track. I also introduce any new systems or any new processes that we're gonna be doing. I like to say that our sales meetings are kind of like my Apple keynote type of meetings, to where they're really exciting, but they can be a little little bit serious, but they're mostly exciting. And it's like, what are we doing new here at Founders Group? What's happened in the past month that's just been amazing? Recognition, all that kind of stuff happens at our sales meeting. This is normally like a breakfast meeting, so we'll have food brought in sometimes. Somebody will come in and speak, like an outside vendor who's sponsoring the sales meeting, stuff like that. But it's just an hour-long meeting, and it happens every third Friday of the month. Aside from that, we have our quarterly happy hours. This is our opportunity to get outside of the office and just go hang out. So we go somewhere, we just post up, enjoy each other's company, you know, just really just have a good time with each other. That was one thing that was super important to me when I started a team. Like, I wanted to create a culture where we truly enjoyed working with each other. Not everybody is a fit for this team, but it really works for us. So let me get into how my team is actually structured. All right, so here's my team structure, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill in all of these positions, tell you what they are and what that person is responsible for. Now, some of these, well, most of these positions, they're responsible for a lot of stuff, but I'm only gonna give you maybe like one or two things that they are responsible for as it relates to their job. It may look like a complex structure, but everybody works together and everything works together to really make it like a well-oiled machine. So there's two different sides to my team structure. There is the admin side, and then there's the agent side. So you can kind of think of it as the administrative, do all the paperwork, like behind the scenes people, and then there are the front line in front of everybody agent side. So I'm gonna start on the agent side, and what I have is myself, the team leader. That's what TL stands for. So I'm the team leader. I'm the one kind of running this operation. And then on side of me, there is the office manager, and I call her the office manager because she's running the office. So some of her responsibilities would be answering the phones, delegating tasks, sending paperwork here and there, making sure the agents are supported, taking care of our actual office environment. So that's what the office manager does. Next, there is the agents. So below me are the agents. We all work hand in hand, but they're gonna be the buyer's agent, seller's agent, and then leasing agents. So out there in the field, getting clients, going on listing appointments, buyer consultations are the agents. Now, I do provide my agents with support when they get to a certain level. So you'll even see below agents, there are two other positions there, and I'm gonna tap on those in just a minute. But first, let's go back to the admin side. Under the office manager, there is the transaction coordinator. The transaction coordinator handles transactions from contract to close. So once something goes under contract, she's the one that sends out the paperwork, sends out all the contact information, communicates with the title company, communicates with the clients, the lenders, brings everything together, makes sure everything stays on track. So that way the agent doesn't have to be bogged down with that stuff and they can get out selling. Alongside the transaction coordinator, I just put this position on the side of it. They don't necessarily work together, but it's the marketing director. This person does all of our marketing. So things you see on Facebook, on Instagram, graphic designs, they do the marketing for the listings, putting together the brochures, open house flyers, anything marketing related happens in the marketing department. The agent requests something if they need something for a listing, and then marketing turns it around for them. One other position on the admin side is the ISA position. So what the ISA does, it stands for Inside Sales Agent, and all they do is just hit the phones all day. So they cold call, they call past leads, they call people who may not necessarily even be leads yet, but want to do something in real estate. Like, their job is just to stay on the phone, just to create appointments for the actual agents to go on when people are ready. So it's extremely important that they are good with sales, they're good with overcoming objections, all that type of stuff, so that they're able to set appointments for the agents. These last two positions are support positions. So like I told you earlier, they're positions that support the agents. So here's how these two positions work. If there's somebody that wants to come on the team that I can see potential in, but they're just not ready to become a full-on listing agent or a full-on buyer's agent, I place them under another agent to kind of shadow them, but to provide assistance for them. them. So these are assistant position to the sales agents. We have our buyer's assistant, and then we have our seller's assistant. And they go along with the agents, they go out to appointments, they pull comps, paperwork, pretty much anything that is set to prepare the agent to do their job better, they're doing that in the background. Now, everybody doesn't just automatically get one of these positions, and they're more based on availability and how much work the agent's doing. If it's enough work for the agent to do by themselves, there's no need for an assistant. But if it's to that point where they're juggling 5, 10 listings and a few buyers and they just can't handle it all, that's when I place an assistant under them to learn the ropes, but to also provide assistance to that agent. And then when they're ready, they move up and they become a full-on agent on the team to where they can go out and get their own sales and everything like that. A few of these positions though, like I said, are not here in the office. The transaction coordinator, the marketing department, and then ISA are all virtual positions, which means they work remotely. I don't require them to come into the office. They are good where they're at. They communicate. It's not something that is mandatory for them. So those are virtual positions, and everything else are in-office positions. We see each other often. We do a lot of work together. But this is the full composition of the team that brings it all together, and we all work together, and it's a great experience. So I just wanted to share that with y'all.